Yo, Crypto Nation and mining family, what's going on? All you happy hashers on a Saturday. Yo, you got your favorite two people here, Nemesis and Mikkel. YOLO.
YOLO.
What's going on, Jason the Tiger Osborne? What's going on, Crypto Nico? We got my lovely wife, Lifa Rian, dropping the FA. Yo.
Is he ever on time? No, he's not.
Am I supposed to be on time? I'm just saying. Am I supposed to be?
I'm glad you understand, Jerry. Sorry you have to deal with this.
I'm fashionably on time when I'm supposed to be there.
At least TechMan says it right. Fashionably late.
No. You see,
all what it is, late. You can at least say fashionably. It's making it at least sound fancy.
Right. Dude, no. You see, if God wanted me to be on time, He would have made me do that. So what's going on, everyone? TechMan, get your grub on. What's going on, inaugurated guy? Yo, dropping that FA.
What is it? Budweiser, sir. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, God, I love that name.
Integra guy, what's up, buddy? Integras. I like Integras.
Right. You're a weird.
The four circular headlights. I don't know what it is, man.
You guys are a weird breed.
I don't know what it is. I was always a fan of those.
I mean,
I think my all-time favorite, it's not really an Integra, but Acura's would be an NSX, of course, first generation. I don't want the new garbage. But would be just the RSX Type S.
If I'm gonna pick up
those cars are really nice. I liked those cars.
If I'm gonna pick up skier like that, right?
You know, chat.
Man, I'm going to do and the GM side of me goes, don't say it. First gen Skyline, right hand drive.
Oh, for sure. R32s are nice.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
But I was just referring to it, an Integra, which would be an Acura. But yeah. Closest thing to an Integra would be an RSX Type S that I would drive. I don't really. The newer ones are cool, okay looking. I like they kept the same kind of body lines, but
or a Miata. Because those things are a fucking go-kart on wheels, dude.
I like Miatas.
They're a snappy go-kart.
Not that they're nice. They are just they handle so well.
Oh yeah, they're a fucking little. It's like
so
playing
tiny.
Mario Kart, dude, in real life.
A buddy of mine, I don't know if he still has it, but he had I think it's probably second gen Miata with pop-up headlights, and they always they're never sync,
so the peekaboo headlight. It only peekaboos one up.
Yeah, those lovely things. But he ripped the entire body panels off and left just the frame, right, and roll caged it basically, kind of like Cletus's Corvette. But it's just a Miata.
Yeah.
And they threw a 13B rotary engine from a T2 into it. And it's just the loudest, obnoxious little true go-kart that you got, man. It's just
the only thing I hated about those things was those pop-up headlights, dude.
Fail. Yeah, I don't like the new Integras either.
Those fucking headlights. You get up onto the highway and you have to pop those headlights up. You can actually feel the
not
wind
against
grab.
The wind, you're not.
Yeah, you feel it grab the wind. You're like, what the fuck just happened? He's like, we're slowing down. That's what happened. We were doing 110.
Yeah.
And the way that they come up with the body line behind them too, it's like, oh.
They look so funny.
Oh yeah, they're hideous, and they whistle down the highway. They fucking whistle. You can hear them clearly whistle.
Though, I love them. The hard tops are legit.
Yeah, that's what my buddy had.
Even with the funky headlights, I'd drive the crap out of one.
And he put the modified lower control arm on there.
Miata. Dude, the K24 TSX is or the RSX motor, dude. Miata.
Oh yeah,
no way. I'm all for it. All for it, bro.
Yeah, you haven't seen the K-Spec Miatas?
No.
Oh my god, dude.
Seen the K-Spec Miata.
Dude, you gotta watch the races, dude. It's hilarious. Dude, you're fucking watching flat out go-karts, dude.
K-Spec Miata.
Oh god, yeah. You're looking at it's the most fun you can have in a go-kart ever. Because I legitimately do not look at fucking Miatas as a car. It's a fucking go-kart, legalized go-kart. Most fun you're gonna have with a helmet on.
I was surprised when I seen a guy coming to a meetup with an LS swapped Miata. Man, I was rather right there. I have a buddy that LS swapped his Miata.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, that's terrifying. That was the most I think probably scared I've been in a car because it is just way too much. Way too much. That car is just weighs nothing.
You see, the funniest one that I've ever seen was
like, immediately tires breaking, and you're like,
a 350 swap.
There's nothing there.
A 350 swap Gremlin.
Yeah, those are pretty wicked too.
All that does is a wheelie. It drags bumpers through with
Miatas won't pull wheelies, man, but they are just so wickedly fast, like with an LS in it. Like
LS swapped the world, I swear.
That is one thing that I was just never a fan of. I rode in it one time, never again. I'm
all about LS swapping everything.
Me too. I like LS engines. I was just rather impressed that you can make it fit. Like that engine bay is so tiny.
You can make anything fit anywhere, bro.
So tiny, and then you're like, oh, put an LS engine in it. What?
Hey, just remember, man.
Fits at ships, man. That's right. That's right. Man. There's a guy that has a couple LS swapped RX-8s. Those are really fun to drive. I would really love to have one of those because they weigh about the same. The engine does. So like overall, the car really weighs the exact same as it does with the rotary engine and everything in it. And you can have it far enough back that you still keep your 50-50, and it maneuvers like a dream, and it is just so fun to drive.
I'll still take my third gen Camaro Z28 with a 454 big block in there, and a 871 or a 1071 blower sticking right on it. And have it run on dual fuel. Can't top that, man. I'm just saying.
I don't know, man. But they're super nice. He's got one that he's working on. It's twin turbo that's pulling 7 seconds right now, and it's just bad. If you ever see videos of it's white, it's all white, and the turbos are just right there in the front, and it's screaming. LS swapped RX-7, yep, with the 4.9 inch. Yes,
man, it's
the way to go, man.
Everybody wants to dog on Ford. It's like, bro, they made the world's best rear end. Yeah, it's fucking the Goldilocks zone, dude. I mean, even in my dragster, I've got a Mosier shortened. Wait for it, 9-inch rear end. It's a 9-inch quick change.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Had a moment over here. I was like, oh, I looked up the K20 swaps me out over here. That's just
yeah. It's the most fun you'll have with a helmet. If you like go-karts, you will like the Miata. And they drift so nice too.
You hear just like
it's like a fucking wind-up. Yeah, it's like whoa. It's like,
do you see the Supra swapped Judd 10?
No.
Like the Mark V Supras, like the new Supras. The dude put a Judd V10 in it, dude. Wow. That is scary. It is just scary loud. Just yeah. Oh my gosh! They just took it on the track for the first time the other day, and it 10 out of 10 would recommend.
You know what's not scary? The temperatures on the A2000.
Yeah, let's talk about that, man.
Ooh, you like that little? You like that little segue? You like my little segue? You like that? I thought it was good.
Cadillac Fleetwood. Oh man, that's a soft spot in my heart.
Roam for days.
Land yacht for sure. Land yacht, proper land yacht.
Well, I mean, if I was going to do a Cadillac, I would do the last year for the convertible.
6-liter couch.
And if I was gonna do it, I would do the Centennial, which was the '76 Cadillac, which was also the last year for the convertible.
I don't know that I want a convertible, but
I just want a convertible on a Caddy, just because, bro, it's a Caddy. But getting back to this A2000, yo. So
on the community chat.
Well, it is
car channel. I'm trying to find the car channel. Can't find it. There it is.
It is raining outside. It is 59 degrees Fahrenheit out there. Let me pull it up. I have it right here in the background here. The core is sitting at 60C, and the mem temp is at 84C and holding at 49 mega hash without any issues. And it's now using 87.37 watts.
I can dig it.
So it dropped
because it's not running as hot.
Right. And that
it'll work too hard.
Right, because it's going to try to maintain your overclocks on there or the boost frequency. It's going to try to command it, even when it tries to thermal throttle. When it starts thermal throttling, it'll just start giving more power to brute force it until it fails. The other rig, that's the BIOS, and that's the BIOS modded one. That's the shunt modded one.
The shunt modded. Did you do them both?
No. So my other one, non-shunt modded, the stock one with the non-stock thermal paste on there.
Okay, so you've changed thermal paste. You changed the pads on that one or no?
Left it with the stock because I wanted to do one thing at a time and see.
Basically stock other than paste.
Right. So this one is running at 72.63 watts. So we're about 10, a little like 10, 12 watt difference. And the core is running at 58C. There's only a 2 Celsius difference between them.
Between the cores?
Yeah. 84C on the memory, which that is the same across both cards. Made no difference at that point.
So all you did was increase watts and hashes.
Yeah. So there's a 2 Celsius thermal difference between the modded and unmodded now.
How much does one copper mod cost you?
One copper mod from coolmodgpus.com. I'll look it up real quick because I don't remember right off.
Mod, pads, haste, shunt mods.
All right,
so you need all 4 of those things in order to achieve that.
Correct. So
you got to spend an extra, I don't know, shunt mod's probably like what, 30,
30 cents on the shunt mod, if that. You're looking at like $20 on the copper mod.
$20 on pads.
Well, the copper.
You only be on pads, like thermal pads.
Oh yeah.
Oh well, no. If you replace it with the copper mod, you don't need pads. So
right.
Scratch that. No pads.
So you're with all just the copper.
Paste.
Yeah, the copper mod is $20. We'll call it, and then the paste.
And you're gonna want to get about $10, $12 for
right, unless you want to do a little bit better. If you do like the thermal grizzly, from what John
used,
I used the thermal grizzly, so I spent a little bit more, but I prefer to use something that's got a little bit better heat transfer on it. From what John Germain was saying is that he tried it with, he's got a bunch of them too, and he tried it with the MX4 compared to the thermal grizzly, and he said that it is a 2 Celsius difference between the two. So it's you can run either one. It's not going to degrade any performance off of it. The only thing that'll degrade performance, other than not having a good mount, would be DAG file size. Once it hits a certain limit, then you start being constrained because it can't process it like that. That's where you start seeing the drop off of like 1070s and stuff, because they're hitting beyond what they can really handle. The throughput's not there.
Got you.
But
so
I would say $20,
30 cents.
And then you're looking at an extra 5 cents.
Call it $35.
Yeah, an extra $35 for a little bit more performance
on top of the card. And if you don't have the hardware to mod it, or the
that's
the
where
tools to do it, then
if you're kitted out, if you're kitted out to do everything already, I would say yes and no. Yes, in the idea of, hey, you like to tinker with stuff. The wattage is not an issue for you. You are just looking for maximum performance. That's all you're caring about. You don't care how impractical it may or may not be. Yes, I'd say go for it all day long. Just an impracticality. I mean, drag racing is impractical too, and I love doing it. But when it comes down, if you're
practical, it's fun,
right? But if your goal and your power, you want to be the most efficient power wise, no. I would say
because you're adding 20 plus more watts.
Right. I would say the copper mod, if you wanted to spend the extra $20 instead of getting pads to redo the thermals on there, if you already have one, I would say yes to that aspect. The shunt mod, even though that's simple, cheap to do, and anybody who's got soldering experience should be able to do this. But if you're being power savvy, because hey, you're in an area that let's say is 15 cents a kilowatt hour, and you don't want to send your gear over to the Family Mine LLC and have it hosted for far cheaper, and have it hosted in a professional.
That was a good one.
I thought so too. It was like right on the.
I like that.
It was like right on the fly, dude. I just thought about it. I was just like, yeah, go for it. So, but yeah, I would say if you're gonna be keeping it at home and you're paying a high power bill, I would say the shunt is not practical in that setting. But it all depends, and also how you're what your measuring device is. What are you measuring this against for performance and efficiency, though? So, and this is where I was talking about it on my channel, Crypto and Hot Rods, this morning, where if I'm measuring it against my, if I measure doing all of this against my 1080 Ti, is all of this worth it? 100%. All day long. All day long.
I'd imagine, you know, because that's, you know, we can touch 50 watts or 50, not 50 watts, 50
almost 50
mega
yeah, between 49 and 50 mega hash for
even still less
90
than
watts.
100 watts.
Yeah, 90
less
watts.
Than 100 watts.
We'll call it 90 watts.
I wonder what that was. Sunglasses.
So
why does my head feel weird? I was like, what are those? And I was like, oh, it's sunglasses. Well, I don't know why it felt weird.
So, but if you're measuring it against the performance of a 1080 Ti, all of this is 100% worth it. You're spending less wattage. You got more performance than a 1080 Ti. Not by much, but you have more performance over a 1080 Ti, and you're more efficient. So if you were like, hey, I'm looking at these A2000s, they're cheap, I can get my hands on them right now, and I've got a whole fleet of 1080 Ti's I'd like to replace because I am thinking of trying to become power efficient, then this is a viable solution for it. I'm not telling you what to do, but it is a viable solution if you're trying to go down that route. Now, if you're going to compare it against my my 6600 XTs, no, none of it's fucking worth it. Not even the A2000's worth it, really. But you know, can you get your hands on enough 6600 XTs in one go? You're gonna pay. You're gonna pay. You know, $500, $600, $700 for the A2000s or the 6600 XTs. 6600 XTs is going to give me 33 mega hash, and I'm going to get at about 50 watts. So it makes the 6600 a little bit of a better solution long term, because out of the box, 33 mega hash, 50 to 60 watts. So I've got a 30 watt savings. I've got a little bit less hash rate, but I'm more efficient for the hash rate. You know, but you're also talking in such a small, limited scale. But I mean, again, it all depends on your measuring stick. You know, what are your particular mining goals? For me, I will hash on anything I can get my hands on. If it hash, it's going to. If I can get,
guy has a question.
If I've got if I got a way to get, you know, more performance out of there, I'm gonna spend a little bit more power. Whatever, it's gonna pay off long term. I look at the long term gain on there. Let me switch over to this, and on the A2000s with the shunt mod, have you tried to dial back the power to the original to see if you get the same efficiency and hash? Yes, I have. I got it to where it uses just a little bit more power than it did when it was non-stock, but it hits 43.45 mega hash without struggling whatsoever. Yeah, and it's doing it for like
right now,
one.
Don't hit 43.
I think it's 1 to like maybe 2 watts more is what I'm utilizing. So
a consistent 70 watts.
Right.
Green 2. All right. So here's what we got. This is A2000 rig. 8 cards. How much wattage it pulls? We know because we have one, right? So 336 mega hashes for 552 watts at 10 cents. This is what you get. Versus if you mod them, shunt mod them, you're gonna have 400 mega hashes for all 8 of them, but you will have 712 watts. So you're gaining wattage there. You know what I mean? Your 552 minus 712. That's an extra 160 watts as it sits.
Yep.
like more.
And you're nominal, and you're getting nominal gain from it.
Right. So your revenue, 831
before electric.
Revenue, before electric, 698. So it looks to be like, oh yeah, that's a pretty good difference. But then you go in there and like your profit because your cost has gone up for the same cards.
Right.
It's like you're only $1 away.
Right. You make $1 more off of a rig. Is it 100% worth it?
Or $30 more per card.
Right. I mean, over the course of a year, if you got stable mining over the course of a year, does it justify itself long term if you've got a fleet of them? Sure. But does it justify the time it took to also do that on top of it? So you see, we're only looking at it from the mining aspect. My time.
10
so
you're
talking, 10 minutes per card that you're going to do.
So 10 times 8, so it'll take you 80 minutes. So
right. Is it worth your time? People need to remember.
An hour and a half.
Right.
A little under.
So we'll call it an hour and a half. What do you think your time is worth? And never sell yourself short.
Something like that is easily worth like $60 to $70 easy.
Yeah. Well, no. What do you charge yourself per hour? People forget that. They're like, well, my job pays me $15 an hour. Well, do you think you're worth $15 an hour? Really? Because your boss is not selling you at $15 an hour. He's selling you at $100 an hour. What are you worth per hour? Because the customer is going to pay it.
Right.
And people need to remember that you need to have that same relationship. Yes, your boss has the overhead. He's got expenses. He's got insurance, blah, blah, blah. And then for you can sit there and subtract these things down up until you go, I've got a house. I have house insurance. You can put the same expenses into there. You have all the same expenses. You have this thing called life. So, is your time worth $50 an hour? Probably. I would say safely, everybody's time's worth $50 an hour, especially at something that you're good at. Because you're willing to do it and somebody else is not willing to do it. And they're willing to pay you for it. Now, is it worth them paying you to do it for them? All day long. I will shunt mod anybody's A2000.
I am worth 1 Bitcoin per hour.
Exactly. It's like I will do the maintenance on your GPUs. I will shunt mod your stuff, whatever, for a nominal fee, of course. But is it worth doing this at scale? Can you safely scale this up, or is it just easier to plug and play and let it rip? I would say plug and play and let it rip. The most that I would do is help the cooling on it.
Right. So, with that being said, we have 2 8-card rigs of A2000s. Would you mod any of them?
Because I'm a tinkerer, I'm going to.
Yeah.
I like to tinker.
At least one rig at first.
Yeah, it's like I love tinkering on stuff, so that's kind of one of my main things that I love doing. And because I love tinkering on things, it's worth doing some of this stuff just because I find personal enjoyment. Now, if I had like 5,000 of these to do, oh, fuck no, dude. I'm going to do 1 rig, 2, maybe a handful of rigs if I ever get around to it. But all of them, oh, hell fucking no. They're going into server cases and getting put off to the side, and I'm not going to worry about them afterwards.
Tiger guy, he says, I have 12 of them. He goes, I might try 6 of them. At first.
Yeah. I mean, it's worth it. I mean, if you are already set up and all it is I got to go buy the shut mods.
You already have all the tools to do it.
Yeah, if you're already set up to do it, you're only at a small limited batch. Do it. But if you're wanting, but if you're going,
if you do the shunt mods, I would definitely do the copper mod though too.
Correct.
Because it's worth it because of the heat that you're going to be producing.
Right.
Because you are doing 20 more watts that the card
was not rated for.
Right.
So things.
But I need a hot day to I need a hot day for this thing to get stress tested on now. With the copper.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't have a hot day.
I'll make it sweat, buddy. I'll put it into the well house. I'll make it sweat. I'll just let it sit there.
Right.
Just kidding. The well house isn't that hot.
No, dude.
It's like 86 degrees in the well house. It's
not even that bad. That's not even. Yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah, it's not even bad. But there's only 2 gold shells out there, so the moment you start adding other things, you start producing more heat.
Right. Let's see here.
I mean, I would imagine that the facility is a little warm right now.
It'll be like about
some of these cards
week.
Are sitting at 92-ish, like 92-ish degrees on the memory. Some of them.
Oh, that ain't nothing on the mem.
I'm saying I would imagine that it's warm-ish in the facility right now. Not like hot, but it's not cold in there.
So I've got
a
couple of days until I get back into the 70s, and once it gets into the 70s, the room gets to about 100. Yeah. So I just gotta wait until let's see,
a few days,
like 4 or 5 days, and then I will be able to tell. Or next week it goes into the 80s, and that will be my real big stress test on if it's worth grabbing all the copper mods for it, or am I getting similar performances I'm getting on the other one right now. So,
pieces, yeah, definitely copper mods too. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Which, I'm not afraid to order them up.
The X.
Because,
At least you do get a discount if you put 5 grams worth of it.
Yeah.
5 grams worth of copper. Your discounts on weight of copper.
Yep. Which I can deal with it. We got enough to get the discount.
Right, for 8 of them, yeah, for sure.
Or 16. Sure.
Yeah, if you're gonna do all of them.
Well, if I'm gonna do all, if I'm gonna
for copper mod, I guess it makes sense to do all of them copper modded, even if you don't mod all of them.
Right.
Copper modding all of them would be beneficial.
Yeah. That's my thought on it, at least.
With server cases, maybe.
Yeah, we could talk about that.
I heard. I didn't hear, but I heard the mention on your channel earlier.
Yeah. They might be palletized and pricing given, and I've just got to send some busy bit over.
Be amazing.
2.5 months later,
I'm gonna say it, but yeah.
Yeah, 2.5 months later, and I almost want to talk shit. Almost.
I'm not. But
I'm not. I'll leave him out of it.
Irked my nerves.
Yeah.
I love everybody. They're all amazing.
Right. I won't throw him.
Someone else the $50. It's only worth, in my opinion, if you can do it yourself. Facts. That's how I see it. If you can't do it yourself, then you shouldn't do it at all. It's not worth it at that point, because you're gonna have to pay. Like if you're worried about adding in extra prices and everything, you got to pay someone else to do it.
Okay, so think about your one special need.
Have it done, then yeah. But
I mean, think about
the
dumbest person and he wants to do it. Would you just rather take it out of his hands so he doesn't break it? That's why the service has to be offered. it's not so much for us. It's for the people who, I mean, for lack of better words, are either too dumb to do it themselves because they will just they can break a wet dream, or
those
they are
that
physically
like that,
or they're physically unable to do it, and they still want to do it. Would I say those people to do it? I would say that person's reason to mine is probably a different reason than the person who's trying to be efficient. He's going, hey, I want to be, I want all the cool stuff. I want to be like a I want more hash. Right. And here, take dollars. I don't care what it really costs. I know the long-term gain on this. And it's like, okay, you're here for the tech. Gotcha.
Be like trying to DCA for the least amount of watts.
Right. You know,
the dollar cost average for the least amount of watts.
I would say it really kind of depends on the person. It's an individual at that point, and you know, it's like you just kind of got to ask yourself, what's your purpose of mining? You know, are you trying to be the most power efficient? Are you the most best bang for your dollar? You know, where you don't want to spend anything more than you have to. This is not your route. You're wanting to be power efficient. This is not your route.
I mean,
but at the same time,
you can't say like not power efficient, because I definitely know some cards that don't hash that well for that amount of wattage.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like, it's hard to even like say it's not power efficient, because it is in the eye of like a GTX 1080.
Right. Like I said, it depends on what your measuring stick is. It always depends on your measuring stick. So these are like, it's almost like an individual per individual. I wish I could blanket statement, don't do this, or blanket statement, do this. I can't.
Hashtag not mining advice.
Right. I mean, if you're a greedy miner, you want all the hashes.
Of my thumbnails for like the past year, it's like in yellow letters on every one of them. It's hashtag not mining advice.
Right.
I'm not giving you any kind of advice.
Right. I'm just telling you. I'm telling you the bad decisions I'm about to make.
You watch me like spend a bunch of money, that you gonna watch it.
Right.
I'm not saying you're gonna have to do it.
I'm not telling you should do it in any way, shape, or form, but you're gonna watch me make a bad decision.
Man. I was talking to some guy earlier who's never been through a bear market.
Oh,
it's clear.
Oh,
very clear. And I literally just like, I was like speechless for a second. Like I just didn't even know. Like I couldn't even come up with a witty comeback, because I just like, I kind of felt bad, but then I was like, what? Like, why? I don't know if I feel bad though, because like some of the things that the guy was saying, and like,
we all got to go through
and
it.
And then, you know, normally, you know, you figure it's like some shitcoin, but nah, it's Bitcoin. His issue's Bitcoin. And I told him his issue isn't Bitcoin. His issue is he's greedy and he wants dollars. That's the issue. Because he is mad that he doesn't have more dollars anymore. And showed me that all he cares about is the dollars. He wants money. He doesn't want Bitcoin. He wants money. So, you know what I mean? It's like, then at that point, I'm like, I feel it's a lesson. It's a lesson. You kind of deserve it.
Because, I mean,
you got to learn it. You got, not that you deserve getting wrecked, but you deserve the lesson.
It's the lesson of you have to let go of shit coins.
It's Bitcoin. It's only Bitcoin.
Right.
He only bought Bitcoin, and he's mad at Bitcoin
because
price going less.
Because he's worried about his shit coin, the U.S. dollar.
Yeah.
That's the OG shit coin.
Yes, Jason, dude, congrats. I bought Chipotle taco with my Dogecoin today. Nice, man. Yeah, you can buy Chipotle with crypto.
Yes, I heard about that. Yes.
Good job, dude. Proud of you. And you bought it with Dogecoin, which makes it great.
Right.
Make
memes great again.
That people are doing, like Chipotle of all places. Maybe Vasco will finally get his Chipotle, like sponsor. He's been pushing for it forever, and now we're doing crypto. Maybe, just maybe, he'll get his Chipotle sponsor now. Just maybe. Honestly, I wouldn't doubt it. In the next like 6 months, you'll see Chipotle ad on his commercial, on his thing. Bet. Dude, FA, that's right, man. FA. Absolutely love that. Dang, good job, dude. But yeah, his issue was just buying Bitcoin and 40K, and now it's 29K, and he's upset because he doesn't have dollars.
Right, because
he's never sold any of it. So like, I don't know, you know.
You can't get through to somebody's head who doesn't understand investing that you don't lose money unless you sell. That is something that newbie investors, I don't care what market you get into, they don't get it. And then the other thing is that he's got to let go of the idea that he wants to collect dollars, because it's better, and even some of your top rated investors, they'll agree with this, that you are trying to collect time, because you're trying to collect that time, that moment in time where you locked that value in, because that value will carry out long term. If you're looking at dollars, you're too high of a time frame, and that's just not where you want to be in any kind of investing. I don't care, housing, business, right. I don't care what it is. If you're worried about a payout today, tomorrow, next year, your investing strategy is flawed. Nobody sits there and does that unless they are a big hedge fund trying to fuck a market over. You aren't. Nobody here are whales. At least I don't know. I could be wrong. One of you motherfuckers could be a fucking whale. But, well, no, you got to lose money to understand why not. Well, no. You don't have to lose money to gain money. You need to lose money to understand what you did wrong. That is the price to pay. Knowledge always has a cost, whether you're paying it through time to learn, money lost, XYZ, whatever it may be. You lost your house, you lost your car because you needed to learn a lesson. And then hopefully lessons are not repeated. Repeated lessons get you wrecked.
Yep.
Like, I lost 3 Bitcoin. I will never fucking do that again. That is a valuable lesson that my ass learned.
That one still wrenches me every time I think about
hurt? Does it hurt? Oh, fuck yeah. Will I rebound from it? Oh, fuck yeah. Was it Bitcoin's fault? No.
Dang you, Bitcoin, for not deleting Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Watching go.
Oh, yeah. It's trying. Somebody must have be downloading prawn or something.
Who watching the prawn?
Stop downloading porn.
Bad your computer.
And now it's back.
Your interwebs will thank you.
Right. Now it's back. It decided to have a small little glitch. Not my fault. I just watching. Like, oh. The technical difficulty. This has nothing to do with me. This was like an internet thing. This is out of my control. My internet's fine here because nothing between me and him got interrupted. It was OBS to YouTube.
It's your fault.
Always. I'm GPU Jesus, but internet's not the GPU, dudes. That's the one hardware I can't mess with. Otherwise, I'd overclock the fuck out of it. Be like, internet, you are doing everything wrong. What do you mean you can't have throughput? The fuck is this over here? Yeah, that'd be me.
YouTube's still saying error, but at least it's playing.
Oh yeah.
I blame YouTube. Nah, I blame the person that's downloading prawn on his network right now.
Yeah, I blame that. It's not my fault. It's never my fault.
Later, Integra guy. If you're in the
it's now
Discord,
excellent
Integra
now,
guy, I posted in the car channel, which is in the community section. It's called Cars and Other Toys, and there is the Formula Supra is what they call it, and it has the Judd V10 in it. Definitely worth the watch, man. It's screaming demon.
Oh, did you see what I posted and pinned in DCA Your Glory?
I have not.
Oh. Control Pew.
Oh, yeah, be careful with that. Be careful with that website.
Oh, I know.
That site is tracked.
Oh, I know. They can track it all they fucking want.
They actually have an Odyssey account, like videos.
Yep.
And you can actually
download
any advice at all, but you can download files straight off of Odyssey.
Mm-hmm.
Where I get mine. I don't go to their website. I go to the Odyssey page.
Yeah.
On a private Tor browser. Go Odyssey, I love you.
Right. Yes, Odyssey. Woohoo.
Though you are Bob, I Google it. Sucks, but here we are. You're still doing the right thing.
Right.
For now.
Momentarily.
Hopefully you don't change your ways.
No. If not,
look at it.
just...
Nice, man. Enjoy it. It's really nice. Definitely a nice video. I just ran across it the other day, and I was like, oh, wow. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, I just figure everybody uses a VPN and goes through a Tor browser to look at stuff. I thought that's normal practices.
It's normal practices.
Okay, cool.
For most people.
Right.
That's a lot.
I would call them normies. Everybody else are sheep.
for the select few.
Those are normies.
Selecting of their own choosing.
Right.
It's not anybody choosing them. It's them choosing themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They just
it's whenever they pull the veil of wool off their eyes and they're like, oh God, it's bright outside. Oh, I see things. Oh, cake was a lie.
Cake was a lie.
It'll be like the movie They Live.
Never a lie. Cake's profits aren't very good right now, but you know. I don't know if it's a lie. But I also don't own it. I don't own any cake. So, because profits are down so bad. I exited. I exited my my position. It was all profit anyway, so it's okay.
It's okay.
I moved all of that over into B&B and scooped up some B&B at the low.
For the lows, huh?
Yep, and that's when I got my sneaker for stepping.
Oh shit, you actually did it.
Yep, I did it. You blame Crypto Bedell.
Thanks, Bedell.
Yeah.
Thanks. He better make more than what he spent. You better get the stepping, mofo.
Hey, I'm just letting you know that I've been walking every day because of it, and
you fucking better now.
I have realized that I don't have the correct shoes for walking because they're Nike 6.0s. If anybody knows what Nike 6.0s they're flat on the bottom. They are skate shoes. They are flat. So I've walked a few laps, and today my feet hurt. No support.
Yeah. Not everybody can handle skateboarding shoes.
I can for a while, but
I'm one of them.
After my third lap of around like the block, I was like, yeah, no, my feet are no longer okay with this.
You see, I'm also the person that can. That means you'd have a problem with you'd probably have an issue with the 5-finger shoes.
Ew, no, I would never. No, not
it's like
my toes.
It's so thin you don't even feel it. You ever?
I need walking shoes also. Crypto, I'm glad you're in the same boat.
It's thinner. The material that goes between your toes is so thin that you can actually feel the breeze go through it.
Anything non-woke is normal. What is normal?
Right?
Normal people like us are going to be needed soon. Yes,
right.
That is very true, Tech Man. Steak eating, hairline receding, crypto feeding Americans.
I saw this one guy. They were like, they need to bomb the extremists, and the guy walks up to him and goes, "Yeah, but I'm your neighbor." It's like, people, you got to realize you're trying to get everybody to turn on each other and eat each other. It's like, what?
Not gonna happen.
Right, dude. Yeah. Some people. So you guys talking about
Instead
some people
of buying real walking shoes, I bought another NFT shoe. Yeah, I was gonna say it, man, but you said it, so now you understand. I don't gotta say it because you said it. I thought about it the moment you said it. Like, I need new shoes too, and I was like, this guy just bought another NFT shoe. Why? What are you doing? Bought the wrong pair of shoes, bro. Yeah, but I agree.
I mean, these NFTs come with a pair of shoes, at least.
No.
See, now they're fucking useless again. Be cool if it came with some shoes.
At least you get more energy. So if you already have your shoe now, or did you already mint your other shoe? Because tomorrow at I think it's 8 a.m. is the double energy event, Crypto Badel. So you need to have all of your energy. Doesn't need to be there, but you need to have your max amount of energy that you have. So if you have all 3 shoes, because you have 2 now and you can mint 1, then be 3 shoes. Make sure you have that before, I think it was 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. So I don't know where you're at.
He's in the Centrals.
He's in Central with us?
Yes. Yes.
Pretty sure it's going to be 8 as well.
He's cool peep.
Oh, no. Crap. 7 o'clock in the morning. 7 a.m. So make sure you have all your stuff.
He has to wait 48 hours.
7 a.m. now. Looks like they moved it. It was 8. I just looked and it says 7. It starts at 7. Yeah, it was 8 earlier. I said the same thing and I was like, what? Now it's 7. But yeah, so tomorrow I'll have 4 energy to walk, which means I'll earn double the amount tomorrow, which is nice. I earn about 10 or so bucks a walk, give or take. Plus, you could pay 200 GST to minute. Well, for you, GST is less than $1 because you're in the Solana chain. But yeah. Oh my gosh, Integra guy just posted this R32. Ugh. I love that car so much.
I did have to change pants.
Posted in the cars and toys and DCA Discord. I always give him crap because his name is Integra Guy, but I said he needs to change his name to Skyline Guy because he has a Skyline.
Skylines are fucking
he doesn't have an
dude.
He doesn't have an Integra anymore.
I know.
He has a Skyline, so he needs to be Skyline.
I mean, once you go Skyline, dude, it's hard to go back, dude.
Proof of pants. You don't want me to prove pants.
I mean, you get the original Skyline, and you're talking about listening to a symphony of exhaust notes and watching the tachometer go from 900 RPM to 9,000 RPM in a snap of a finger as it screams.
The BMW of racing. Yes.
God.
100%.
Oh. And you're hearing a GM guy that has a Z20, an old school Z28, a Chevelle, a Nova. Say this, but I also
rich kids have.
But I also have a Porsche.
I would never buy a BMW. I would buy a Skyline before I ever bought a BMW. Ever. I would rather buy a G35 like or R35 I'm talking about like newer GTR. I'd buy a newer GTR before I ever bought a BMW.
I would buy somebody's fucking problem child of a fucking RX-7.
Yes. 100%.
And then
So
build
cheap.
it. And then build it
So
the
cheap.
right way. Oh yeah. Build it, drill out the oil galleys. Oh. Pin it. Oh man.
Midlife crisis, they get a Skyline. Yeah. Oh, rich kids, yeah.
I don't have to. I really
has
don't.
92, yep. 92,
I don't really
that's
need to
sweet.
have a fucking midlife
those.
crisis. I mean, the wife let me buy a badass fucking hot rod early on. I
got a few more years.
And she was the one that was like, "Hey, we need to go take a look at this," and I'm like, "I love you."
I got a few more years before mine kicks in, but I know what I'm buying when it happens, so we're good.
Don't worry, my Z28 will still be faster than yours. You just need to get yourself your bubble Camaro, you know.
Gross! I want a Camaro.
Fine, Pontiac.
Trans Am, bro.
You could have your fucking bubble Trans Am, and I'll still whoop
WS6, man.
I'll whoop you with my third gen. Third gen is where it's all at, dude, man. Third gen life. Some people just don't understand that third gen lifestyle.
Called Nif Body because fuck you, buddy.
Aren't the bubble ones still considered an F body?
Yeah. Like up until the last year of the Trans Am, which is 2002, they're F bodies.
Okay, I thought so. I thought they carried it all the way through.
Same chassis as the Camaros. Same chassis.
Yep.
Exactly the same.
Yep. Everything's the same except the body panels. Different.
Yep. And the pop-up headlights. For 2002, you still get pop-up headlights because
whistle while you work. That thing fucking whistles down the road.
First thing you do when you buy a Trans Am, you replace the gears with metal gears. Don't trust the plastic ones. They're garbage. They break.
You see, what my buddy did was that he put the...
Yo, nice, he just posted a picture of his Integra that he sold recently, but it's a red Integra. He's racing it. Nice.
My one buddy, he actually disabled the pop-ups on his, and then put in LEDs into the slit, and it was fine.
Yep, you can do that, and then put them into the fog light pods.
Yep.
You can put the high-powered ones into that, and from the F body with Firehawk. Yes, Firehawks are really nice. I like the Firehawk hoods because they're not.
They're not so Bulbasaur.
Not so Bulbasaur, and like the nostrils aren't split. I love the ram air hoods of the WS6, but I don't like the split nostrils. It just doesn't look right. And the Firehawk hoods didn't do that. They like look kind of like a I would consider like a Raptor. It's kind of like it doesn't really look like a nostrils. Like
See,
that
I
anymore.
like them. I like them before they pop them into the hood. They had a year on them. I forget what year it was. Customer of mine, I used to work on it all the time. He had it was considered ram air, but he did not have the cutouts in the hood. The hood was nice and low profile. He had a ram air entry right at the front leading edge of the hood.
Mm-hmm.
And it was on the bubble style. So, I mean, I remember it's 4th gen still. But it had the normal air horn intake going into the air box. And then it had like, I don't know, probably like a good 1.5 foot wide slit that went right to the edge of the hood line. And that was considered the ram air.
Right. So even the stock Firebird hood, like the V6, right? It was still pretty flat.
Right.
But the bumper still had the slits in it, even though the hood was flat. The bumper still had slits to force some air in.
Right, and you can get it without having the hood done. Yeah, you can have it done without the hood and still have ram air.
Yeah,
and it was
stock. Hood is the most lowest profile hood with nostrils. That is
Correct.
The key part, is with
Correct.
the nostrils.
Yeah, and my buddy's my customer, he did not have the nostrils at all on there.
Firehawk is almost as bad as the right Firecrotch. That's a screaming fire chicken, man. It's just a pissed off chicken. Yeah, how many times I can make Mikkel scowl at the monitor. Yeah. Raymond sounds sick without filters. They do.
See, I'll take my 3rd gen with a big ass, stupid ass fucking blower sticking out of the hood, just to be like, yes.
I'd love another Trans Am, man, but I'm like slowly watching the price of them like increase, and there's one selling the other day for like 14 grand. And I was like, what? Yep. Why?
Yep.
Like, they just keep getting more and more expensive.
Because more and more people are wanting them. That are my no, more and more.
There's not many of them left.
Well, no, from my generation, we fall into 2 categories. We either like the 3rd gen or we like 4th gen. So now a lot of people in my generation, being between 40s and 50s,
4th gen for the win.
You're gonna find a lot of those. I love them. It's the classic.
Even if Trans Ams or 3rd gens were okay.
If I can get another one, what I would do is I would actually get the Berlinetta, which is the late 70s.
A blown 3rd gen. I thought it said brown. I was like, ew, the brown Trans Am was disgusting. That was the ugliest color.
But the Berlin,
got it.
Yeah, but the Berlinetta Camaros that had the split chin. With the split bumper chins on those for the late 70s. Oh, man.
Split bumpers. The split bumpers are nice, man.
I don't care what anybody says. That's my deal. That was
split bumpers are nice.
That is my ultimate car. The wife might hate it because of trying to crawl in and out of them, but I love them.
Like Monza's split bumper, man.
Yes. Yes, that's the car.
Man.
That's
before he wrecked it. Like that car was.
I wrecked mine too.
I would do things to that car.
I would like to get that. I would like to get another one of those, and relive my 18-year-old me. But smarter. But smart
was nice too. He had he didn't have a split bumper, but he had it was a 3rd gen.
Yeah.
Camaro.
Yeah, that's my Camaro, but
not a split bumper.
Yeah. No, my
nice cars though.
Yeah. I liked it. I liked the 3rd gen because then they became a long proportionally and just wide enough so that you could hook properly going down a track strip. The suspension layout was nice.
Seen the Wicked WS6. It's Wicked 6. It's the dude's got a twin turbo WS6, and the turbos are where the fog lights are.
Yes.
And that's what wet dreams are made of, man. Whenever you see it and you're like, you see you see him just in there spooling down there and you're like,
Unicorn. Unicorn. I have to say it's the unicorn. Ken Block's fucking 1400 horsepower fucking unicorn.
Wow, an 85 Jimmy 4x4 with a Tesla running gear for the win. That's kind of nice.
You know, that sounds like something like cool. You know, that sounds like something that one I forget the guy's name. Man. I forget the guy's.
Wicked 6. It's a black WS6 and it has a raised cowl hood. Like it has like a 2-inch cowl on it. But it still is like the WS6 like nostrils.
There's this guy that black guy that's like the Louis Rothman of Tesla repair. I forget what the fuck his name is. Fucking something design or something design, something like that. Oh fuck.
Yeah, you're talking about he messes with all the Tesla
he does all the Tesla stuff. Yeah, he was the one that figured out how to repair Tesla batteries.
Yep.
Something designs or no, something repairs. It was something Andy repairs or fuck, I can't. But anyway, yeah, it's like
it wasn't Andy's. Andy's never messed with the Teslas.
Okay, it's something repairs. But he's done some crazy fucking Tesla builds. He actually helped Grindhard Plumbing Company do a Tesla off-road vehicle.
Yeah, the Jimmy. Not the Jimmy. It was
like a white Tesla that they fucking stripped down with the Grindhard Plumbing Company that made an off-roader out of it. And then they took it out and went off-roading with a Sherpa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watch a lot of car stuff, everybody. I take in just as much car junk as I do mining stuff.
Yeah. It happens.
I know, right.
Find it. Yeah, I can't find the Wicked 6. I bet he sold it finally. He had that car forever.
Name that turbo. You don't know this turbo?
T45.
No. What does it came? What did it come off of? Whose car?
Oh, Cletus.
Which car?
Leroy.
No, that's Ruby's turbo. It has the flapper on it.
This thing though. Hate this.
Yeah.
The little.
I hate the hood altogether.
The
okay.
little mustache. That mustache.
That fucking hood in general is hideous. Fuck that hood. That hood is ugly. Serves no real purpose on that.
No, not if it's not the ram air. Well, this one's a ram air, so it does. But
yeah,
there are non-functional hoods out there, and it's really stupid.
Yeah. A lot of them are. Yeah. And even with the hood, with the cutout on the bumper, the fucking hood is not necessary. I'm just saying.
Still just beautiful to look at.
That hood is unnecessary. The only way I would ever have a cowl style hood like that is to make
so sick though.
To make
the whole
room.
car is sick.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm not dogging on. I'm ripping on hoods, one thing. Yeah,
I would run with the hood anyway. I don't
the only way I'd want that hood on there.
Car.
No. The only way I'd want that hood on there is if I had a bigger motor in there that I needed room for. And even then, that particular hood, that hood is actually junk. And it doesn't matter if it's the single nostril or the dual nostril. You want to know why I call it junk? absolute fucking poo-poo. Now, you can make it better by getting a carbon fiber counterpart. That hood is so fucking heavy, dude. Oh my Lord. I helped somebody fucking set one of those hoods onto it, and I was like, what's all this weight, dude? And it's like all this fucking bracing in the hood, because it's like, you know, a mile long off of hood shocks. It's poo-poo. I'm not saying that the Z28's any better with their fucking obnoxiously unnecessary cowl hood on there.
Here you go. This is the hood that you like. Crappy picture, but Formula hood. The Formula hood was the subtle hood.
Yeah.
This is the.
You see, that makes sense.
Yep.
That absolutely makes sense. You don't need to grab all the pressure off the front of the fucking car.
Yep. This is the Formula hood.
Yeah.
Only we're in the first generation Firebird formulas, not Trans Ams.
No, because that wasn't a TA standard. Because
and a
basically,
lot of formulas are actually V6s. So a lot of these hoods are actually V6 premium hoods.
Correct. There were a
functioning ram air parts too.
Correct, but there was the V8 counterpart for them as a special edition for the Formula series, and they were race ready. You had the Formula series races, and then you had the
this is the
Trans Ams.
It did too. Earlier it didn't show. But yeah, this is Wicked 6. This is the car I was talking about.
I don't like that hood.
This is before he put the turbos right here.
Oh, okay.
This is that car.
Okay.
Because he's the only one that runs this hood. This is a custom hood.
I don't like that hood.
I love it.
I know what the hood, the back vents help bring the heat out.
It's called a Raptor hood.
Right, because the back side.
Try and find it. That's what's replicated as. You can find replicas of it, but it's replicated is called the Raptor.
And what it was supposed to do is that you were supposed to put ports in there, and the heat coming off the radiator would come out of the hood there.
This is the bee's knees. This is what my wet dreams are made. When I see Trans Am WS6, this is what my mind shows in my mind. This. Because this is like dreams. This is what I wanted my Trans Am to become. Except for mine was white, not black. California plates though, yeah. Yeah, when he blew up the LS in it, he actually put a Coyote motor in it. Yeah, ruined it with a Ford motor. But he ran like 4 seconds after that. So, I mean, congrats for running 4 seconds.
Right. So before we head up out of here, anybody got any comments or questions?
Before I go, blow my stuff all over the bathroom.
Right.
That car is just
too much for you. Too much awesomeness.
So much awesomeness. Oh, look at that, man. Where was this photo when I was like looking for everything? Here you go, buddy. This is just for you. All the hoods. The Meckham hoods, the Firehawk hood, the WS6 hood, the Super Hawk hood with the gigantic nostrils.
Oh, I hated those. That was hideous too. Yeah, no.
And then the Raptor hood. The original Raptor before you raised and cut.
Right. It's like
because he has a raised Raptor hood.
The Mecum and the Firehawk.
Because the Mecum has the slits in the back, right here.
Yeah, the Mecum because if you were looking for what looked like to be a track car,
not
and
as big.
The Firehawk not so bad.
Firehawk is very similar. Is the same thing as the Formula hood.
Correct.
That looks tough. Dude. Yeah, that car does look tough.
Yeah, but the Formula, that's the better looking one. But I prefer the Camaro variation of it.
The Camaro
but I'm not a bigger.
The Mika hood looks nice.
Yes. Oh God, yeah.
Of the 4th gens.
And I'm not really a big 4th gen fan. I don't like it's just too.
I don't like 4th gen Camaros. I don't know what it is. I like 4th gen Trans Ams, and it's because they don't look the same. You know what I mean? Like the same chassis,
you want to know what I'm going to be doing with my Z28 is I'm going to be taking off the front nose, and I'm going to put a Firebird front clip on it.
With like the nose, the T nose.
Yeah. It's a little bit. It's a lot thinner. And then the headlights, I can leave them as slits with LEDs and be street legal with it still.
Mm-hmm. There you go. This is identical to what I drove. Identical. Same thing. Corvette replica, C5 wheels. But that is identical to the one I drove.
I don't like their spoiler either.
Oh, that's the WS6 spoiler.
I never liked
not
those.
a WS6.
I know. I never liked that spoiler. I never liked that. Never liked that spoiler. I like the GM. Yeah. I like the Camaro spoiler, where it was more like NASCAR.
First generation, 4th gen.
Yeah,
the front bumper. The way the lights look. Yeah, identical. That's what I drove.
In my issue with driving them is
T-top side.
Yep. My issue with driving the 4th gen over to 3rd gen is you've got to really get used to. You have no orientation of where the bumper is.
No, you don't. That is the one and only downfall, is that nose is not where you think it is.
Yeah.
It's like definitely guaranteed
further than where you thought. Exactly.
You avoid all parking spots with a parking brake in front of it.
Yeah, my buddy went through three. My buddy went through 3 bumpers before he learned that valuable lesson.
Yep, you just avoid those spots.
Yep.
Or you back in.
And even then, you're backing in.
You'll definitely hear the change in pitch when your exhaust is getting close to those parking brakes.
Correct.
You hear it. We hear like the back pressure. We're close.
Yeah, right.
As soon as you can hear the echo, and you're like, we're close. That's it. No more.
Right.
Let's see if we can push to jump change. I don't know if jump change is live. Show it.
Either Chump will be live or maybe Max.
Doesn't show it. I don't see it. Either one of them are live. But yeah, guys, you're all amazing. I thank you guys for coming out for the show while we talk crap about cars for the last part.
Right. Yeah, we're getting off, baby. Thank you.
Are y'all done yet?
Like, you done yet? God. You could just say it, babe. Are you fucking done yet?
They are live. Got it. You guys are still live. Yeah, we're hopping off here. Thanks.
Yep,
Fidel.
Yep.
I got it set up so everyone that's here, as soon as the stream ends, it'll push y'all to their stream.
Woohoo!
It is probably the most handiest tool that YouTube's come out with in the past year.
Right. Remember Twitch did? Remember just
you said don't cuss, mama.
Don't cuss. Too funny.
Mama gonna whoop your ass.
Right.
She gonna poop in your bed, bro. She gonna Amber Turd you.
Right. We're not. There are no Ambers in the house, and they're not hurting anything.
They're not gonna turd you.
Right. Janet Yellen beat her to that one.
Gross.
Mm-hmm.
Nasty.
Some people's kids playing and Brian. Hey man, hey Brian, you spelt your name wrong. It's Brian. I'm just saying that's the correct way of spelling Brian.
No, your name is Brain, like Pinky in the Brain. Up here we say.
So before we head up out of here,
I love it. Don't wake up and poop in your bed, bro. Nasty. Smash the like button, subscribe button, bell notifications. Anytime we go live here, guys, you're amazing. If you want to get into the Discord, where we all usually hang out and shoot the crap, quite literally, join the Discord. It's down in the description below. It's free, and just come in and have a good old time.
All right. Shenanigans are always guaranteed with some knowledge.
Mining, trading, brand building, some DeFi stuff in there as well. Head into the Patreon, see what there is to offer. There's plenty in there for people to learn different types of things to DCA into yourself, to further DCA into your knowledge, right? So, catch you on the flip side. That's right. Heard it before. That's right.
Right. Well, yeah. Everybody tells him that his name's spelt wrong. You know, he's probably been hearing it his whole life. It's sad whenever I see a fellow Brian, you know, have to live with that guilt their whole life. It's pretty heavy.
Guilt. It's messed up.
I'm just playing, my man. I got one of my oldest friends spells his name wrong too. Don't worry. And with that, definitely hit the bell, smash that Lizzie like button, hit the bell notification, all that good stuff. Join the Discord, join the Patreon if you feel so, and we'll definitely see you all in the next one. We'll start giving some updates from the mine soon.
See y'all soon.
And with that one, peace out and stay savage.